I already got the why from you, and that is to help and build a community of ambitious people who are on their personal pursuits to personal and professional development. So after determining my why and questioning that why, because it was something that I needed when I was on my journey of finding out what my true purpose and passion was for my life, which I now know is to impact. And how am I going to impact? I sat down and I figured out that a clothing brand is something that I'm passionate about that can bolster my purpose, which is to help. And you may ask yourself while watching this, like, how does a clothing brand impact a purpose of helping? So by providing apparel to ambitious people who are looking for self-improvement, looking to find their purpose, looking to reach their highest level, it is a symbol of their journey, a symbol of them taking the first step towards what they were put on this earth to do, what they were meant to achieve, what their purpose is. So I want this clothing brand, and I want Mule to serve as that symbol. When you see a fellow member of the Mule community, when you see a fellow Mule, and I'll get into more of why I picked Mule and what Mule stands for, but when you see that family member, I want you to go up to them and I want you to ask them about their journey, and I want you to check on them, and I want you to, and I'm planning to do the same when I see fellow members or when fellow members see me. I want there to be an understanding that we can approach each other. That is someone that we can go to for help, for knowledge, for information, for questions about our journey. Whatever we want to pursue, you go to that member and you approach that person. So going into what Mule is, why did I choose the name Mule? So when you think of a mule, and I want you guys to drop this in the comments below, what first comes to your mind when you think of a mule? For myself, when thinking of a mule, I think of, before changing my mindset, before changing my perception, before going internally and defining it for myself, I thought what society thought a mule was: a donkey, an ass, something unserious, something lower than or less than the typical horse. So I want you to drop in the comments what your thoughts are on what a mule was. And what we're doing here with Mule is we're redefining that. We're turning something that society has placed a lower value on, and we're redefining it. We're redefining what success means. We're redefining what our purpose is for ourselves. And I chose the name Mule. Not only is it a root of my origin, and I want people to belong to a family and my family, but I also chose it because of the symbolism to the animal mule. We are all on this journey of self, and we are all taking slow and steady steps towards our purposes and doing what we are passionate about. And on this journey, like the mule, we have these qualities that in society are not celebrated. We're not represented. These qualities such as being sure-footed, such as intelligence, such as endurance, such as being able to travel long distances and carry these loads with us. We all have these loads that we carry with us from our childhoods, from our experiences, from life. So what we're doing is we're taking that, we're dropping that load, and now we are going within to carry what we want to on our journey of purpose and passion. So Mule is a representation. Mule is a symbol When you think of Mule now, I want you to change it from being underrated and underrepresented to being unique, to knowing your strength, to knowing how passionate you are, and knowing your purpose, and knowing your ability, and utilizing that fire, that effort, that focus towards your pursuit, towards my own pursuit, which is this clothing brand, Mule. And the first step to doing that is to go within and to redefine what it means to be you and to what you want to do, and especially success. And as I'm starting this clothing brand, I'm in the beginning phases. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram. I talk to the platform, or I spoke about where I was and how far I come, and the personal growth that I had to go through to get to finding my purpose and finding my passion of making a clothing brand that represented something bigger. And I want you guys to go follow those platforms. Follow me on TikTok at mule.apparel. Follow me on Instagram, MUEL.APPAREL. And on Twitter, mule_apparel. And I want you guys to use those platforms as a meeting place for us to discuss what we are trying to do, and to pool our knowledge, information, and resources to help one another get to where we, and get to where you, and get to where they want to be. So back to my point of seeing my personal growth on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. So where I came from a place where I didn't know myself, and I didn't know who I was, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And it led me to a lot of roadblocks. It led me to being stuck at times. It led me to being not sure, to not knowing. And inevitably, when I got to those points of not knowing, I had to fall down. And I had to replace those negative habits, or replace those things that weren't leading me towards my goal with positive ones. So eventually and inevitably, after all the failure, it led me to going to work in a corporate space that was not necessarily made for people like us, people like me, to succeed. And it is made to benefit off of your hard work and your resilience and your focus and your ability to endure the journey like the mule. And in this space, I realized that, why am I here if I know my purpose? Why am I still here? What am I doing here? If I know that I want to start a clothing brand in Mule, and I know I want to take that step, why am I here? Why am I wasting my time? And that corporate space, just because it's not for me, doesn't mean that it can't be for you. If that is where you want to be, then you should be there, if that is for you. But I want you to really think about if that is for you or not. So in this space, I had trouble. I was fighting against myself. It was painful to not pursue my passion. So, you know what I did? I didn't quit. I redefined myself, and I redefined my path. I took a detour from working and doing something that someone else wanted me to do, or something else that someone else wanted me to go down this path, and turn towards a path of passion. No matter what the outcome is of this clothing brand, whether I sell one shirt, whether one person finds this message and benefits from it, is able to find their passion and find their purpose, then that is what matters to me. I would rather do that, redefine my purpose and passion, and help one person than do something that is not aligned with my passion. So what you guys what I want you guys to do, I want you to drop in the comment. I want you to write what you think is your purpose and passion now. And then I want you to go back and I want you to think about why that is your purpose and passion. And you can go on my TikTok and my Instagram, and there'll be basically a tutorial of finding that purpose and passion called the 5 W's, which eventually leads to 10 W's. And that will allow you to go deep into finding your purpose and finding your passion, and then you're on your way to the journey. I'm going to be here for you this entire time. The Mule community is going to be here for you this entire time. And let's just take one step at a time towards our ultimate goals and our ultimate journeys, and live with what that means. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched it all the way through, type in the comments Mule and type in the comments win from within. The way we type win from within is with W1N, and then we do FR0M, and then we do within W1TH1N, something like that. Win from within. Y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want me to explain more, and let's get our journeys going. Thank you. One love.